Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is a 2007 fantasy film that was meant to be based on J.K. Rowling's 2003 novel of the same name, as well as being the fifth installment in the Harry Potter film series. Now, Order of the Phoenix, I remember watching as a kid a lot of times when I woke up early. I remember always watching Order of the Phoenix over and over again. And now that I'm older and picked up a Blu-ray copy off eBay, I would say it still surprisingly holds up. We see how Harry Potter is staying once again at the Dursleys. We see how Harry and Dudley end up attacked by Dementors, where we see how Harry had to use a Patronus spell, and we kind of see how Harry has to not only deal with trying to prove his innocence, but also going back to Hogwarts. And here we do see how the Ministry of Magic are trying to keep things under control, and we kind of see how the head of the Ministry of Magic is trying to kind of hide the truth and not have a worldwide panic with Voldemort gathering followers. Of course, we see how Harry is tasked with starting the new Order of the Phoenix, as well as dealing with the after effects from the last film. We do see how Harry and Voldemort seem to be more connected, and of course, we do kind of see how Dumbledore does take a bit more precautions in keeping Harry safe. And we also do kind of see how a new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, known as Dolores Umbridge, tries to take over the school and puts a lot of rules into place. And I think the film, in my opinion, is the better one after the last one, because, yeah, we do see Harry trying to keep the legacy of the Order of Phoenix alive, and we do kind of see how he's worried that he might end up becoming something worse than Voldemort, despite Sirius Black and Dumbledore's protests. The difference between Harry and Voldemort is Harry was willing to let people into his world and always did the right things, while Voldemort was just shown to be corrupted and too far gone to be helped. And I think that I also give Order of Phoenix credit is that I think it also does give you an insight to Severus Snape's behaviour and why he acts the way he does. And I think this also does show you, in a way, Draco and Snape are kind of like counterparts. While Draco does things to get approval, we see how Severus Snape pushed other people away and slowly became the man he became. The difference between Potter and Snape is Potter was willing to kind of move past his trauma the same way with Sirius Black, while Snape just became more of a shell of his old self and pushed people away from him. And I kind of feel with Harry's love interest, Cho Chang, I don't think really was a great love interest. I think it was just thrown in to kind of be just added in, and when after something happens, you don't see them talking again. I always kind of felt Luna made a better love interest, because you could tell they both understood what they went through. You both kind of saw that, yeah, the world saw them as a bit like outcasts. Don't get me wrong, I think Ginny Weasley isn't a bad choice. I just think Luna would have been the better candidate. It's like looking at Hinata and Naruto. Their destinies were always intertwined. I think, in my opinion, Luna was the better love interest. She seemed like someone you could tell Harry knew what he was going through, and we kind of see how Harry has to kind of recover after what happened to Cedric. I think, in my opinion, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix definitely has a message and a moral that in life we have to move past our traumas, our experience, and our upbringings if we want to still hold on to it, or if we are willingly to let people back into our world. I think to me, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix is definitely a better improvement over the Goblet of Fire because it knows what it wants to be. It knows the story it wants to tell. And I think what Roger Ebert got wrong when he said Harry no longer has much joy, that's the point of the later films. It went darker. It was willing to do things that the books did as well. So I think the film definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.